It's another day for the Exit Strategy, and we are here this morning. I'm Monica Love, real estate broker, financial professional. Brandy?
Yes, I'm Brandy Gamble. I help women and men make smarter money choices.
Yep, and this is Rosalind Marie, your financial wellness and birth coach, making sure that families know exactly what they need to do financially from the beginning all the way through.
And I am Morgana, tax strategist and financial planner. I help women get sexy financially.
Awesome.
All right.
Wow. Well, it's still September, Life Insurance Awareness Month, right? And we're talking life insurance all month long. We got a really good topic today, though. We're talking about how life insurance can be used as living benefits. So, Morgana, I know you got a story to share with us. Tell us about your client that had to use their living benefits.
Yes. I have a client who was a client that, listen, we talk to people frequently and all the time about the benefits of life insurance outside of the traditional death benefit. A client said yes, and a couple years later, she was diagnosed with cancer.
Mm.
And she had the ability to draw down a portion of her life insurance so that she can spend it to help cover bills. She's working, but on disability. So at some point, bills still need to be paid no matter how we're feeling. And life insurance helps her cover that gap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a huge blessing. I tell you, when people aren't able, some of them aren't able to work when they get ill, right? So when they aren't able to work and still be able to keep life going is such a blessing. But this young lady, she was able to work, but on disability, unfortunately, for a little while. And her life insurance was able to help her while she was living. That's a blessing.
Absolutely. And I'll add to the story that equally I've had clients who said no and later had diagnoses that could have been helped with the life insurance if they had only applied and got coverage at that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's something to be said about, a lot of times I have conversations with people and clients, and I ask them if your ability to do whatever it is that you do, get up to go to work, especially if you work with your hands, what would you do? And most people really don't think through that, right? I'm good, or I'm healthy, or, I work in this industry and I'm really good at what I do. But how many of us understand that it's much more likely for you to become disabled than for you to lose your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it definitely makes a difference because, here's the reality. We all, thank God, made it through that COVID era, right? Kind of post-COVID, but there were so many people that lost jobs and, lost businesses and those kinds of things. And, many people got sick and ill and they didn't have money coming in. So they had to downsize their lifestyle in order to fit what they could do, right? Whether they moving in with parents or moving in with folk you didn't know or staying with folk you didn't know. We know of specific situations like that. And so having a plan with living benefits in place can really help balance that out when you don't have enough coming in.
Right.
Absolutely.
And most often, those living benefits do not run the cost of the policy up so that it's astronomical, right? Usually it's just a couple dollars more a month in order to have that security of the benefit of having monies while we're yet living. And that makes a huge difference.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll wait, Brandy.
I was just going to say there are some plans out there where you can buy a separate cancer plan or a separate, different illnesses, hospital plan and things like that. And I've come across a lot of clients that say, hey, I've got this in place. I've got that in place, things that'll pay them maybe a couple $1,000s, or as they go to the hospital, a couple $100s to offset their costs. I think those plans are great, no doubt. But to know that you can get a lump sum, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands, depending on the size of your policy, if you become critically ill or chronically ill, to cover medical costs, I'll tell you a couple $100s or a couple thousand is not going to be enough. right? But to be able to access your death benefit while you're living, that is the blessing right there. So I hope that people hear, if they have a plan that they think they're good, talk to a financial professional, a licensed financial professional, and make sure you got the right plan that's going to allow you to really take advantage of your full death benefit.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And as we get ready to close out, here's a consideration. It's all perspective. We can offer a plan to someone, and maybe it's $100, $200 a month, and we've done them for less. But let's just say it's $100 and $200 a month. Maybe someone thinks that's expensive, but when that illness comes around, and you got thousands upon thousands of dollars of bills, that's expensive. So give some thought to what is expensive.
Yeah. Absolutely. Can you afford not to have it? I would say.
Yeah.
Afford not to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, the answer to that is no, because I get connected with people often who unfortunately have now been diagnosed with either some kind of illness, autoimmune, that, and unfortunately, if we can find a plan for them, it's definitely going to be costly. So you do not want to wait. There is a cost to waiting.
The gentleman that called me yesterday, 78 years old. We met 4 years ago. He should have gotten a plan 4 years ago at 74. Now he's 78. And he realizes that his term policy is going to expire in 5 years, right? And he wants to make sure his daughter, they have longevity in their family members and 104 years old, right? He wants to make sure his daughter is going to be taken care of. And he may not qualify at this point, waiting 4 years. And even if he does, it could be so much more expensive. So don't wait it out. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful conversation. I think we've shared information that will benefit those who are listening. We've got much more coming. Next week, we're talking all about the cash value you can build inside of a life insurance plan. And we look forward to sharing those details with you. Remember to check your policy and make sure you have living benefits. And if you don't, reach out to us and let us help you upgrade your plan.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye, guys.